do you do the? This is like the tiny little heart.
Tiny heart or
Tiny heart.
Tiny violin? Tiny heart?
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh, man. Okay. All right.
We choose to go to the moon.
You son of a bitch. I'm in. What's your name?
That's Joey.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
Good morning, Angel.
What was said was for you and for you alone.
And don't worry about the days.
What days?
Did I do that?
A lot of times when I watch a show, I wonder what was going on in the room
This.
5 minutes beforehand.
Ah.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear it.
No, like when I watch a show, especially like a Joe Rogan, where they're having like deep
Am I watching
conversations.
that? I don't know.
Why do you not watch Joe Rogan?
Because I enjoy living my life without.
It's not.
Is he? Is he not?
No. What's the about?
I don't know.
You wouldn't know because you don't watch. So you're just
Exactly.
judging people.
Yeah.
I like to live my life without judgment.
Oh, really?
I like to live free of judgment.
Mr. Insult everybody 2 minutes into meeting them.
Insulting is different. I'm not judging you. I'm just making fun of you.
Mm.
Do as you please. But if you do something that's make fun ofable, like saying make fun ofable,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I gotta say I agree to disagree.
and the best, see, the key to making fun of somebody is you got to know them.
That is fair.
Because you're getting weak jokes if you don't actually learn
Yeah,
things
if you're
about
like doing
them.
the surface level stuff, it's too easy.
Gotta
It's
get
like
deep.
lame.
It shows that I know and care to learn about you, so that I can make fun of you.
Wow. Is that narcissistic?
Of me?
I don't know. Yeah,
No,
maybe.
narcissism was like I want everything to be about me.
Well,
Or
is it? But
I'm
like, do you
the
like
greatest.
get so much fuel from like roasting people? Do you only learn about them? Are you Lucifer from the show?
Not
Have you
learning-
seen Lucifer?
Yes.
Like how he like goes into the office and is like, you know what, doctor? You're right. I should make this about me, but make it about them first so that they come back to me. Welcome back to the Angel and Joey show, guys.
Welcome back. What's going on? We're here again.
Another week.
Another week. Another round around town.
And for those that were curious, hotels don't have 13 floors, so we were not going to have a 13th episode. That's why.
Today I went to work for the first day where masks were optional, and
Mhm.
let me tell you, I hate it.
You know what?
It's too many people in one room, but I've also decided that I will have to get vaccinated because I
Yeah,
cannot
bitch.
be in that place.
Yeah. You know, it's the only thing that I could, because I could keep my distance. I don't mind it so much because it was so much of people being like, oh my gosh, like Florida's open, or, I don't have a mask, or blah, blah, blah. Like, it reduced the amount of like noise coming from the customers about things that they don't want to do. So I enjoyed that aspect. And anybody that wasn't wearing a mask and they tried to like put their head through that little opening, I just kept my 6 feet, kept my distance, and I'm just gonna leave them over there, and I'm gonna stay over here. Like we're gonna be on two separate sides. So that's what gave me, peace of mind.
It's just too many people in an enclosed space.
Yeah, yeah, and also they're still like lining up for the lines in weird ways. So it's just like it's
You got
sort of still
people
confusing.
sitting inside. You got people
Yeah.
coming in. Some people wearing the mask. Some people not wearing
Yeah.
the mask. And they're like, "Oh, they're not wearing a mask." I see them in their
Yeah.
It's in their hand. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna put it on." Oh, wait, they're not wearing it either. So
And it's like you feel comfortable. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just our generation or our group of people that we are around where we're like uncomfortable like being in groups with people that are not wearing masks. Like how are you comfortable just walking in?
But I
and
think
you-
that's because we know people who have had it and had to like stay home or have had terrible side
Yeah.
effects.
But I also haven't like seen those firsthand, but I also don't need to see it firsthand to be very cautious and be very aware. It's still nice to wear a mask if you're like sick or you're in a crowd. Like I was talking to somebody and I was like, if I go to like a concert, I'll probably wear a mask, like a cute one, but there's a lot of people around there, and I'm not in control of their bodily fluids, so let me control my own and keep it together. you know so it's a weird thing. And also, you can still contract COVID. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are treating it like, oh, this is just gonna be COVID's done, it's over. But there's still the virus out there. There's still the strains out there, and you can still
Many
contract it.
strains.
Yeah, you can still contract it and spread it. So it's like, you know, yes, it's better because you may not get to hospitalization levels. However, we can still. Oh my god, I saw the worst picture of like so many freaking people, and like I think it was in like Nashville or whatever, and it was like it was so crowded. It was so crowded it made me cringe, and it was like the day after they lifted the mandate. So
Yeah, even with a vaccine, I'd still be like, please keep your
yeah,
distance.
yeah, I don't want to be around you anyways.
Don't need you breathing down my neck.
Yeah, but hopefully they'll like change the landscape of concerts and things like that, because that's the only thing that I can imagine myself like being in a crowd or putting myself in the position where I have to be in a crowd. But hopefully they change
People
it.
get like sweaty and they
Yeah,
bump up against.
yeah,
I hate that so much. I'm like, please don't.
yeah. And so I remember at like mid pandemic, there were like images from like the UK where they had concerts and they were in like little barricaded areas
Yeah.
where it was like a group of people that knew each other. And so I love that. I prefer that. That'd be awesome, but I don't have faith in America.
I saw one. It was like everyone had their own little platform, like spaced out as a platform here, platform there,
That'd be
platform there,
cute.
and like chairs on it.
Yeah,
So it's like 2 or 3
that'd be
people
cute as
per
hell.
platform.
And you just have a bunch of stairs. Oh, that's cute.
Or like,
I need to see that.
who was talking? It was Dave Chappelle talking about how he was doing comedy shows during Pandy,
Hmm.
but he realized that he had to sell tickets in pairs, like
Oh,
because you can't have one
yeah.
person and then an empty chair. You need 2
I am
people,
by myself in this platform.
2 people together, because you can't sit someone else random
Yeah.
next to you.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, that's nice. I mean, it's sort of nice. It's like, I need somebody to go with this. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on with me.
yeah. And
Might
if
as
you don't
well.
trust that person, why are you bringing them?
True. Absolutely.
Another thing I heard. How many people? You don't have an iPhone, but is there like some kind of like FaceTime call for?
There's Duo.
What?
I don't know. I could try calling you on it.
Oh no. How many people do you have that they can just like randomly FaceTime you and you'll answer? Like,
Probably 4.
I can think of like my family members,
Mm-hmm.
Ben, and maybe a couple friends, maybe like 2 or 3 friends that I would answer
Now,
no matter
this,
what I'm doing,
for me, is obviously
even
a
if I'm sitting on the
hypothetical.
toilet.
This for me is a hypothetical, obviously, since I don't use FaceTime.
Yeah,
But it wouldn't be my family because I'd be like, why are you? What are we doing?
it's like showing up to your house randomly.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
friends did that once, and I closed the door on them. I
Absolutely.
said, "No,
How rude.
you're not just randomly showing
That's
up
why
here.
I text you when I'm in the car. I'm like, I'm not walking up there for you to reject me at the door.
Yeah, I'm not ready for you yet.
Yeah. Come out when you're ready.
But
for
at least
me.
I know you. It's planned in advance that you're coming.
Yeah.
So it's
that
not
is
like
true.
if you just came to the door, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the type of person like, if you don't explicitly invite me somewhere, I'm not going. If you don't, like, you could say, oh, you come along. It's like, that's not a yes. I need plans, I need locations, and I need, a ballpark, who's coming.
God.
I've asked that and like gotten the answer. I'm like, gonna have to make up an excuse later on because I'm not going.
Just because the people who were going.
Yeah, I don't even remember like the scenario or the people that I didn't care to involve myself with, but it was funny because I was like, not going. I'm good. Or there's too many people. Like the ratio to people that I know and the people that I don't know. If I don't know all these people, I'm not going.
I will do that. If there's like, oh, we're having a party. Okay, who's going to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't want to see whoever's
Yeah.
going to be there.
Yeah.
Why would I waste my
I
time
think I do
when I could
remember
do something
one-
better?
if you're watching this, sorry, but it was like we were going to the museum or whatever, and one person, you know, I don't want to make fun of them, but I didn't want to go because they were going, and I didn't want to have to fake having a good time because this person is annoying to me. I mean, they're not a bad person, but I don't feel like I can be myself in front of them because I don't like them, and not for any, I'm not a hater. I just didn't, no vibes.
Did they come?
Yeah, so I dropped and then they went and they did come. But then after the fact, the event was boring.
Where was my invite? I didn't get my invite.
Mm,
Wouldn't come anyway.
no, it was in Miami.
Oh,
Why
definitely
people want
wouldn't
to be
come.
taking me all these types of long
No.
vacations?
Because I need to be able to just get out. I don't
Yeah.
want to take an hour
Yeah.
long drive.
Yeah, especially in the middle of the day. Like, if we're going to do something that's going to be a long drive, I need more planning. I need us to be on time, on like earlier. I would like a brunch type setting so that I can have my evening to wind down, maybe take a nap because the day was long.
People ask me to do things. They're like, "You want to go do this next? What's today? Tuesday? Next Tuesday?" I would say, ask
Mm.
me like 1 or 2 days before
Yeah.
Tuesday, because I could say yes now, and then Tuesday comes,
What?
and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to go. But the day before is the best day for me, because I can be free to go.
Really? I am the person that's like, you let me know a week or more in advance because I don't want to have to like prepare e- I I prepare all aspects of like going out or in events or whatever. So like I don't want to be scrambling to figure things
I
out.
can't make a commitment to you a week in advance that I'll do something.
Yeah, but for you, I'll tell you that it's happening and I don't answer. Forget that I told you and I'll tell you again like later on.
You'll
And that's
be like, "We're
fine.
going to do this on Monday," and I'm like, "What?" And then, "Don't forget, we're doing this on Monday."
Yeah, no,
I need reminders.
Yeah, I'll do that. But usually it works out. If I want,
But like,
why am I always planning things?
you're not a person I say no, I don't want to go do things. But there's people who are like, "You want to go do this?" And I'm like, maybe.
Mhm. What's the
I'll
vibes looking
see.
like?
I'll see what else I have
Yes,
on plans.
yes. And there's like certain
I'm a
I don't
popular
know how
kind
to
of
say
guy.
that. I don't know how to say this, but like there's like padding of like groups. Like there's like your core and then you have the padding that's also good vibes,
Mm.
but they're not like I don't know. There's levels. There's levels to it, to this madness.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, so I stopped. And I think more people should do that when they
When they don't get
when
some, just stop.
when they like I feel like there's no shame in that.
No, double down, go hard, even when you're wrong.
I have to stop myself when I like explain stories or plot lines because I over explain and then they lose interest.
Too many details.
Yeah, and
Gotta cut the fat.
I don't know how to cut it.
Cut the fat.
That's why I'm so good at writing essays. Get all that fat in there, all that sinew.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Anyway,
Okay, let me tell my story that I have. Related to this TikTok that I saw.
there's gonna be a TikTok in every episode, isn't there?
Maybe not every, but this one I was like, oh, I got a story about that. This has turned out long.
Oh my gosh! If you don't hook, that's so mean.
So my related story is every year, my family and I, we haven't gone in a couple of years, or at least I haven't. We rent a house in Ocean City,
Mhm.
and the whole family goes and we stay there for like a week. I don't know, maybe I was in like 7th grade,
Mhm.
and I found one of those fart bombs. And as we're moving things in, I take one of the fart bombs and I throw it in the house, and I run
In the house.
in the house while they're all just like bringing luggage inside. and it smelled so bad,
You're so rude.
so bad that like you just couldn't bring anything else in. It was
How
like,
long did it linger?
I don't know, probably for like the day.
Why the house? Why not like the bathroom? Like pick a bathroom. Maybe like,
Even if you put it in the bathroom, it probably the smell would have spread everywhere.
at least it wouldn't be like you probably just threw it in the living room.
Oh yeah, like living room, kitchen area.
That's
Pop,
so mean.
go and like burst open because like you just press it and
Yeah.
it explodes.
Like that's one thing. Like,
Explodes.
do not try me like that. That's so annoying. Oh my god. Ah. I need temporary pranks, not lingering for hours. I need I put ice in your shirt, not like I gave you like a bruise, you know. What the heck?
They were not pleased.
Yeah. Yeah, your vacation should have got cut short. You should have been like camping outside while
Stay
everybody's
home.
inside. Yes. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it was fun.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 7, 13 maybe. Or younger. I don't know.
Children.
Let's see, what house is that? Yeah, probably around that age.
Child. You know what also?
I don't even know where I got it. No idea where I got it.
Wow. It could have been expired.
Maybe that's why it's so rancid.
Oh god. Kids are weird. They also have imaginary friends. Did you have an imaginary friend when you were a kid? Also, who has imaginary friends?
Traumatized children.
Like for me,
Maybe they just see ghosts.
maybe they do.
Kids seeing ghosts.
Yeah. It makes me think of Hill House.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Smiley.
Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Traumatized
Trauma.
children
Yeah, that's what
who need
I agree.
someone to talk to.
Or just need to put that into a different mold rather than the cruel world.
Was that also, I feel like that was the same. There was like a kid who had an imaginary friend and would like tell the parents about it. I don't think it was Hill House, but then it turned out that there was actually a real kid like just living in the woods or something.
Oh yeah, it was Hill House.
Yeah.
It was the Dudley's
Yeah,
daughter.
the daughter.
And nobody
Well, but she was a ghost.
No, she
Was she a ghost?
She wasn't at first because
Oh no, she was still alive then.
Yeah, because the Dudleys didn't tell anybody that they had a child. So she was just hidden away
Just
safely.
wandering in the woods.
Yeah, because the Dudleys were at the house and she was just chilling in the woods.
Let me
'cause she
tell you,
could.
if I have a child who's just like, I'm seeing ghosts or is freaky,
Mhm.
we're getting an exorcism.
Yeah. No, we're leaving. Oh, you know what? Maybe like from Lovecraft, that
Yeah,
goat
the
lady.
voodoo goat lady.
She came in clutch.
Bringing the goat lady
Yes.
in. Do what you need to do.
Yes.
Kill the goat. Leave it around. I'll eat it after. Unless it's possessed.
No, yeah, I don't think you would want to use that. It's a vessel for like protection, and you wouldn't want to taint that protection by consuming it and then letting it free.
I guess so.
Yeah. Anywho,
Did you buy gas this week?
I did, but like not in excess. Did you see the
I
picture
just
before?
filled my tank.
I filled it regularly because like we're in Florida, so we don't really get our gas from them. We get it from like ports and other places as well.
I don't even know what happened. Why
They
was
just-
everyone
They
freaking
had
out and buying
there was
gas?
a cyber attack, and so
I saw.
in order to prevent it from like getting more information, I guess they shut down a line. But from that, you remember when Texas was like had their ice storm,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get electricity because it was like they have a private owned company. I guess they also have a private owned company for the gas as
So
well.
it was a Texas thing?
Yeah, it was from Texas, but a lot of the country gets their gas from Texas. So
I don't know. My mom, she'll put it in the comments that correct me that they got like $5 million for the hack.
yeah, why don't they hack like more?
But like you
Fun
can
things.
also like hackers make a lot of money
Mhm.
not even doing illegal things. Like there's legal hacking that
Yeah.
goes on, which is just like such a great job. They put in like they
I
have a
wouldn't know
whole
where to
they have a
start.
whole conference, a hackathon
Really,
for people who like code and do things.
that's interesting.
Because if you can hack into something and find a bug, they'll
Mhm.
pay you. They'll like it's a bounty.
Yeah.
They have bounties out.
Ooh,
So it's like
cyber
see if you can
bounty.
crack our code.
That's interesting. That sounds like a weird, like a lame version of what you see in the movies.
Yeah.
Like a electronic bounty hunter. Show the picture. Load the image.
Picture.
So So when this fine specimen of a person went to uh, get all the gas that they could, they simply blew up their vehicle.
They smoked a cigarette in the car
What? What?
with
What?
all that gas.
What? 2 plus 2 equals
One,
fire.
two,
Please don't.
1, 2. It looks like they have like 3 tanks of
Yeah,
gas.
and other things that are melted on top. It's just like
Did they die? I'm assuming the car like exploded.
I'm assuming it exploded, but maybe they like tumbled out. I don't know. I don't know any more information. I just
I
saw.
love that they're also right outside a gas station in the background.
It's like, you know what? What I need now that I've gotten 50 feet away from a gas station, a smoke with all this gas, and probably like still had gas on their hands. That's probably like a catalyst,
You know what
like gas on the hands. Yeah.
I've stumbled onto a weird section of TikTok where
I know.
it's 911 dispatch calls.
Interesting.
It's the saddest thing. This old lady calling because her house is on fire.
Mhm.
Her husband and son are at some baseball game or something. And she's freaking out. She's like, it's getting hot. It's getting hot. And the dispatch is like, is it near you? The lady screams, I'm on fire. She goes, is it near you? Did you not just hear this lady scream she's on fire?
Is that not water's wet? Like,
yes.
water's wet. Fire, fire. I'm on fire. It's
And
near me.
Then you just continue to listen to this woman scream herself,
Oh my god.
probably to death.
That's so sad. I like feel so bad for like burn victims because that is like such a difficult healing process.
The worst way to go out if you're gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
The worst.
Do you think it's like worse to drown or to be engulfed in flames?
Flames.
Flames, right?
The pain.
Yeah.
Because at least when you're drowning, you'll
Ugh.
probably pass out
Yeah. Yeah.
before you actually die.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're like oxygen
just-
deprived and you get fuzzy.
Yeah.
But with the flames, you're just like,
Just waiting
I'm in it.
for it to burn through all of your skin.
It
Oh
makes
my
me think of Game of
gosh.
Thrones.
I watched this lady describe what it would feel like if you went headfirst into a wood chipper.
Why
You ever
does
seen
that
this?
sound familiar?
You ever seen the show Fargo?
No.
Well, he
With
put
Kirsten Dunst?
don't
Okay.
remember. They put somebody in a wood chipper, so she's describing like it would only take 3 seconds to die, but it's long enough for your brain to
register,
process
yeah.
everything that's happening. And I'm like,
That also reminds me of a Lucifer episode where like somebody pushed somebody into a wood chipper and the other neighbors were like, why put the whole body in the wood chipper? You gotta molt before you chip or whatever. I don't know anything about landscaping, but that was it's like you gotta cut it up first. Why are you putting some you gotta make it smaller and manageable first.
all right, I got to air some grievances because I'm pissed.
Okay.
Frickin' little burgered up Elon Musk.
I didn't I say isn't he the supervillain? Isn't he the villain in our history? We were too young and blind.
This man buys $1.5 billion of Bitcoin for Tesla. I don't know, maybe a month or two ago.
Okay.
Then
yes.
comes out the other day with this post on Twitter. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchase using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, blah, blah, blah. It's a good idea on many levels, and we believe it's a promising future, but it cannot come at great cost to the environment. Price tanks. First he goes on SNL,
Wow.
pisses people off because he's like, Doja's a scam, which it is. Tanks that
Mhm.
price. But now you want to come for my Bitcoin? It's gonna be fine without him. It will prosper either way
Yes.
without him.
But
But he did cause a hit in
well,
the price.
he's a millionaire, billionaire? He's gonna do whole things because that's how he got there.
I mean, our price before.
Hasn't he committed war crimes as well? Like I saw that on Twitter. I was like, see, after I asked you if he was an asshole, you were like, no. And I see on Twitter the next day, committed war crimes, and he's just on SNL, just chilling. Like, what
Who
are
hasn't
we
committed
doing?
a few war crimes in their day?
I would like to know. I would like to know the list of people who hasn't.
Let alone most mining is done with environmentally friendly things.
Okay.
Plus, how do you think he's getting the batteries to make his car?
Yeah, it's like all these. I love the craze of like trying to reduce, reuse, recycle, be conscious of whatever you're doing. However, these big corporations are not really changing anything. So it's like the small things that we can do as a society don't really matter because they're still doing it as like large corporations shelling out all of these things that we don't really need if we would like
Plus,
change a few
we
things.
could stop using cash, the paper.
Yeah.
No more tree cutting.
Mhm.
Stop using all these credit cards and whatnot. No more
That,
plastic
that's true.
getting cut up, thrown out into the ocean,
Yeah.
killing the poor fishes.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, where is all that going?
And yet he says Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin.
Mhm.
We intend to use it for transaction as soon as it transitions to a sustainable energy.
Yeah. So,
So keep a lookout
money
for
hungry.
the Tesla mining unit that he'll probably put
Oh
out.
my gosh. See, it's just too much. Why can't we just like, I don't know, help the poor? What about, never mind. It's too much of a topic. Moving on.
Love, Death, and Robots animation has gotten too far. How do you feel about that?
Animation is amazing. I think people should continue to be creative. You can now be more creative on a smaller level. You don't have to have a big like production company and go to animation studios, so that's amazing. So,
I find it dangerous to bridge the gap of not being able to tell what is real and fake.
who's it a danger to?
Like deep fakes. You know how they make deep
Oh,
fakes of
well,
people
deepfakes
and
is
things?
like, but I wouldn't really categorize that as animation. That's more CGI.
It's
But I understand what you mean.
But then if you can animate someone to the point where it looks like they're actually doing something,
That is true. But there always tells. Always tells. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Maybe.
I was watching that episode, the first one I showed you where I was
Mhm.
like couldn't tell. I was like, "Oh, this one's real." And then they got out the car and were animated and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Hold on, what?"
I
Is
mean,
Cuz then it's like I know they probably could use real things and
yeah,
put animation
for
with
sure.
it.
And they for sure did that
But
for
I
referencing.
don't like not knowing what is what.
Well, then look at more CGI, like making of CGI things, and you'll be able to see more tails. Like for one of those animations you showed me, the motion blur, I could tell it was different than you would see in real life. So they're
That's
yeah,
what you think until you find out it was actually real.
motion blur, motion blur. I know how my hand looks when it swings like this.
Yeah, but sometimes your hand moves too fast.
Does it?
Did I not show you the video of the guy punching so fast that you know how a fan will spin and then it looks
Oh.
like it goes backwards? His hands were moving so fast that it looked
No, but
like
I
they were
have
going
seen. I
backwards.
have seen the fast clapper.
Fast clapper.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. It sounds really interesting, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Do not look it up. We have to end
I'm
this
not
show.
looking up.
Okay. But speaking of animation,
Yes.
we're gonna talk about our top 5 adult cartoons.
I can't have a top 5. I'm just going to talk about cartoons.
Yeah, I
Number 1.
haven't seen South Park.
Haven't seen South
I've
Park?
seen it,
been
but
on for
I've
like
never got
23
into it. I
seasons.
know, and I also don't care about Family Guy. Why do they have such long flashbacks? That like makes the whole show about the flashbacks.
The whole show is about flashbacks.
Multiple flashbacks,
what amazes
but
me
are
about
they interconnected? Not
what
really.
amazes me about Family Guy is how much they can fit into one episode,
Mhm.
but still make it 22 minutes long. But I feel
But
like
I don't laugh out loud.
Oh, I do.
You know,
I like stupid funny sometimes.
lately I'm like sort of categorizing certain shows that I watch by like how full it makes me feel. Like,
Like, does it spark joy?
does it spark joy? Not even joy, but because when I say saying full, like it's not invoking any particular emotion. It's just like, does it like fill me with like all the goodness of the plot, all the goodness of the story arcs? Like, do I feel satiated after the experience? I like Futurama.
I do enjoy some Futurama. What's
And
his
I
other show?
constantly,
Simpsons? I
and
don't
I
like The Simpsons.
constantly do the Zoidberg hands. Whoop, 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 whoop. I did this on the interview. On my interview, I was articulating, and I didn't realize I used my hands like claw hands so much.
I watch the show only for Bender.
I love Bender. I
But
also
also at the
love.
same time, like
I like
not
Fry.
one of my top shows.
I like Leela and her like mutant freaking parents.
I think it's a
I
solid
like
show.
Hermes and his like limbo.
None of the episodes like stick with me though.
Not the
To the point.
dog waiting for Fry because Fry was cryogenically frozen. The dog sat there in front of the pizza shop for as long as he lived, and then he stayed there, and then he was like immortalized. Not the episode where Bender, like when Fry moving with Bender.
You know that sound they put in shows where it's like blink, blink, blink. That's what I'm gonna put in while I'm just looking at you. Like blink, blink.
We'll see if that actually happens, y'all.
Uh-huh.
If you actually find the sound effect. I don't know. It brings me joy.
I think one of my favorites, Bob's Burgers. Every episode.
Never seen it.
How have you never seen these shows?
Honestly, when I stopped watching all of those like main cartoon shows networks at the same time. So I remember seeing adverts for Bo 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 Bo, and I was watching Robot Chicken
Robot
and
Chicken is slow.
that mutant show where everybody was all freaking melted because they had like radiation and like the like eyes balls were in weird places. That show, um, the Adventure Bros. Wow, Adult Swim. What channel were you watching? Comedy Central.
Well, only South Park comes on Comedy Central.
Mm.
Like Bob's comes on Fox.
Yeah, I wasn't watching. Yeah, I didn't watch like network cartoon
Rick
shows.
and Morty is Adult Swim.
Yeah,
Family Guy is Fox.
yeah.
Futurama's Comedy Central. But I feel like it started on Fox
I don't think.
because they have Simpsons.
I don't
Fox
think
has The
it. I don't.
Simpsons.
I don't think it started on Fox. I think it started on. It was it on
Comedy
Cartoon
Central.
Network?
I did watch a very interesting like 20-minute documentary about Futurama and how many times it got canceled and brought
Yeah,
back because
yeah.
people were like, "No, we need it," and then they made movies and people were
They
like,
did a movie.
"Yeah, there's like three
Ooh.
different movies. The first one did well, and then the second
Oh,
one
I
was
do remember
terrible."
one
And
movie where like they were all in like heaven and like Bender was like, I miss all my friends because they all went to another planet and then he ruined heaven for them. That was like the worst Bender moment. Gosh. Or when he was like he pretended to be crippled like a player, like a band player, and he was like, oh, I don't have any legs or whatever. They don't work anymore. And then like the head of like Abraham Lincoln or some band boy person. It was great. And maybe I just filled all my time with Futurama. I can't think of any other adult
what I
shows.
like about South Park is just how fast they are able to turn an episode around about real life things going on. Like
Yeah,
as soon as Corona was happening, they're out there with episodes.
yeah.
Anything happens
Now
in the
that
world,
is definitely an
they're
example
ready.
of like, you're not sending any animations to another studio in another country. Like the turnaround is very quick.
And they're
So
just
like I
so
appreciate
smart.
that.
The two of them, Trey and Matt, I think is their names.
Okay.
My gosh,
Wait, wasn't there a show with Seth? Seth?
MacFarlane,
No.
Green.
Yes.
Isn't that Robot Chicken?
Did he have another show? I don't remember.
Probably. I don't know. I don't really like him.
I don't remember any other projects of his other than Robot Chicken and like Austin Powers.
Mm.
That disgruntled child.
There was this weird show called like Super Jail. Oh my gosh! And then there's Mr. Pickles, which is a dog.
Okay.
Mr. Pickles is a dog, but he's like actually Satan.
Ooh.
And so he just runs around with this little
That is a
kid,
twist.
and he's all Mr. Pickles is like always killing people randomly and doing
Do
crazy.
people know
What?
that
No.
he's killing? Okay.
There's a neighbor who knows and is always like, that dog's a demon, blah blah blah.
But nobody believes him.
No one believes him because he's the crazy old man.
Mhm.
And the little boy's like, oh, Mr. Pickles.
That sounds very familiar.
It's
Also,
a wild show.
a show
You
that
have to be on acid to watch these shows because it's just like,
a show that's not really an adult show, but definitely should go on the list. I would say Cursed Cowardly Dog. That was low key scary. The little man with the bells.
it was not scary until I grew up and was able to like
Understand?
actually watch and be like,
Yeah.
Gosh, what is happening here?
It was on and off. Like the man with the bells who was like being treated so poorly, and he was just wanted to have a good time, and then he almost killed like Eustace, and then that lady in the carpet, she was dragging like she was like a succubus, dragging people through the portal in the carpet.
Oh, I remember one episode where like someone is like typing to him on the computer, and I just remember him sitting there typing. That's
Ugh.
so freaky.
Yeah, it was freaky. It wasn't like adult themes as much, but it was freaky. But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Favorite dog. Favorite cartoon dog? I think that might be my favorite cartoon dog. I would have said Scooby, but I love Courage because he was great. Oh, the duck. The duck.
What duck?
The duck that was like attracted to the truck because the I didn't mean to rhyme, but it happened. The duck, it was a godly duck. It was it was making love
See, what is
to the
going
truck.
on in this show?
Exactly. So like it may not be for adults and it may not be adult themes, but it was getting into it.
Have you seen The Midnight Gospel on Netflix?
No.
It's another animated show where he's doing a interdimensional podcast.
Ooh.
So basically, he's like got this computer that like beams him to different places, and he just like sticks his head in this thing and just like sends his brain into like another body on another planet dimension thing.
Oh.
And then he just like will walk around. He'll find somebody there and just walk around and be like, "I'm gonna interview you for my podcast," and like wild things are going on in the background. And you're just like trying to listen to what they're saying, but also trying to pay attention to what's happening in the background because it's weird stuff.
And this is a show. Is it live action animated?
No, animated.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Live action animated? Did you say live action or animated?
There was an or, but it was so small.
It's one of the weirdest shows.
Interesting.
And it's another one I'm like, you got to be on. I know the guy who makes the show does a lot of acid. So it makes sense.
But you have to, after so many years and years of cartoons, like you have to like switch it up. Like who the heck came up with Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
The show was so great.
Coco? Weird. Coco creeped me out, but I enjoyed him. Them.
Let's call her.
Them.
Pretty sure it's a her. Laid eggs.
I think it was a her.
She
but
laid eggs.
I don't know what was happening. I can't even get a clear image in my head of what Coco looks like right now.
That one had some interesting characters. I feel like after a
Blue
while,
was annoying.
After a while, you just have to start scribbling things
Yeah.
and being like, "All right,
Did you
that's that."
have cable growing up? Because I watched things on PBS as well.
No.
When I
I
came
had
home,
cable.
I did have cable, but I don't know why. But I always turned to PBS.
I had
I watched Zoom,
Nope.
Zaboomafoo,
I know it, but never watched.
Between the Lions,
Okay, watch that one.
Chalk Zone,
No.
Siamese Cats.
No. What's Cyber Chase? Is that the?
Cyber Chase was something else, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch that.
Mm,
Whatever happened to Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah, because I like growing up, like I would hear like, oh, Saturday morning cartoons and blah blah blah, but then I didn't see the channel where they were coming about. It was like searching.
They were
through.
usually on like CW
Yeah. Yes.
early morning. I'd
Sonic.
wake up.
They had
7.
Sonic on. Oh my god.
Wake up at like 7:00 because why do kids wake up early? I don't know.
School. I did watch Sailor Moon when I was in middle school. Like my mom had a TV in her room, and I would just watch Sailor Moon while she was in the shower, and then I would get out.
I remember some show about like a coconut and something, but I can't like vividly remember. I know that was my show.
The only thing I can think of, which is not related, but brand name Mr. Whiskers.
Oh my gosh, do you know what I spent like 2 hours watching the other day on
Dave the
TikTok?
Barbarian.
No, it was on TikTok. It was the live stream
Oh.
for 2 hours straight. The one night, and then last night I watched for like another hour because they did another live stream.
Okay.
Just playing Beyblades
You
for like 2 hours. I watched.
Beyblades?
They had maybe like 50 or 75 different Beyblades. They went through
Really?
like a tournament of Beyblades, and they were picking them up and like this one is this one and this one is. I was like, how do you know all these names?
That's
There's
so
so
wild.
many of them.
The only like fandom like that's similar with like cards and collecting or whatever that I would have gotten into is probably Yu-Gi-Oh, because that was like it was like
Wasn't allowed to watch
cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh. It was the devil show.
Wow. I mean, it was great though.
That's
Great
why I also
animation.
liked it.
Yu-Gi-Oh was like that's the cartoon that makes you feel full, I feel like. But also I didn't watch any of the other shows. Like I didn't watch Pokemon as much.
No, was never a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, I didn't follow along with like the different iterations of Pokemon
No.
either. And they had like I didn't
Not
even
into,
know.
I'm not into collecting cards. Like
Yeah.
I can't do anything with a card. A Beyblade, I
Yeah.
can just let it rip.
I think I let a Beyblade rip like twice.
I'd take my Beyblades to school with me and the stadiums, and my friends and I would
Yo.
have Beyblade.
I used to have an
tournaments.
angel Pokemon card. Like there was like an angel something or like angelic something, and I don't know where I put it. So
Angel what,
how are we
please?
in the show, guy?
You should just call me Guy.
You know, I
Did it feel weird coming out?
I-
It felt weird coming out.
It
didn't
did because I don't remember what I was trying to say.
it?
Like, and then the customer that is named Guy popped into my head.
He's so nice.
He is nice. He's always patient when I'm like, I'll be right up with you.
Yeah. I cannot deal with impatient people.
Yeah.
I have no patience for impatient people.
Yeah. And I'm not getting to you any faster.
Nope.
Not this week. Not this week.
Did you buy some sweaters for your 40-degree freezer?
I did not. I ordered some things from Amazon for my new job, but I think I gotta go somewhere. Crisscross applesauce. But I think I gotta go somewhere because I really want to like feel the sweater material, and I don't want it to be like a miss if I order it from Amazon or whatever. Cover up those kneecaps. Those kneecaps. Why is that so easy? Why is it so weird?
No,
It's like you're
tight on my calf.
ugh.
So tight.
Like you just pulled your
It's like wearing high water.
And I need long pants. Sebastian thought I was wearing skinny jeans, that I was wearing skinny jeans, but they were a little bit higher. But like because I'm a tall person, my
Mhm.
pants don't always go to my
I
ankles.
hate that.
And I
Drives me
always
crazy.
I'm like I feel so stupid.
Yep.
You know, wearing short pants
Mm.
that are not capris.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a pair of
And they
sweatpants.
cost so much money to have quality long pants.
Sponsor us send us some
Please.
quality long
ASOS?
pants, please.
ASOS, please. Well, my legs are like 40 inches. Please help.
40.
From hip to ankle.
Wow, that's long. Is that different in men's and women's, or
I
is
don't
it
know. And
are men's
let's-
pants the same as women pants? Like,
Short side note. Screw all those women like clothes makers. Why you gotta make it so complicated? Your pants, men
Mhm.
pants, are like, what size is your waist? 40, 40, 30, something, blah, blah, blah.
uh-huh. Is
Ours
it different?
is like 12. You're 12 in this brand and you're 14 in this brand. And at the same store, your pants could be a 16 or an 8. Depends on the seller. Why does it depend on the
Why?
seller?
Why do you have to have numbers like that?
You know what's a better question? Why can't our pockets work? Why do I have 4 pockets and only 2 of them work?
That's a good question.
Why are my pockets so shallow?
Why do they put them on there at all?
For accessory, for the look. It's like cargo pants with no pockets, just like a little flap.
You know what I was listening to? They were talking about like clothing and how long denim jeans have lasted, even though they're probably like the worst material to wear around.
I like
Because
'em.
I mean, yeah,
I mean,
everyone likes them.
I mean,
That's
like,
why they're still here.
You weave like the denim jeans with like something stretchy though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they've started to do. Because now I've got like
Yeah, because it's better. That's how you
stretch.
Yeah, it was a weird stretch when
You
you
just call
pulled
it
up.
dungarees.
Dungaroos.
When they used to call them dungarees.
Ew.
Dungaroos.
Is it
Dungarees.
dungarees.
Dun-
Dungaroos is a food, right?
No, dunkaroos.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I saw some dunkaroos at 7-Eleven the other day.
I've never had them.
Next week we're gonna try some dunkaroos.
Bring us some Dunkaroos.
They're probably gonna be knockoffs because I don't think they make like the official dunkaroos anymore.
I think they do because there's somebody that I follow. She found them. I don't know where, but maybe like in a random 7-Eleven, they might have. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll get you some Dunkaroos and a fart bomb.
If he gives me a fart bomb, this is over.
As you get out your car and be like,
It's over. It's over.
you're right.
Do not
This is over.
play me.
This episode is over. We'll tease what's happening next week that you want to tease, even though whatever.
Thank you so much for watching. But next week we're gonna be doing unpopular opinions based on TV shows. So even if I'm just saying, put your unpopular opinions down below about shows like we so far have True Blood. I put a little something about Game of Thrones. What other things did I put?
Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries, Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
What's that theme song? Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I used to sing it every single time it would come on.
I don't know why I can't pop in my head right now, but that's one of those shows. Like as a kid, I'd always record a show to watch on the way when I came home because it'd be on like 11 o'clock in that in between hour when nothing was good on anything else.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, this is on right now, and I watched it at 11.
I did not, as I watched it when I was growing up, so I didn't realize how many references so many references just went over my head.
What was their dog's name?
Palenka.
Palenka. Yeah.
That was a trivia question on the Kelly Clarkson show that Melissa McCarthy got. That's random.
Wow. I do love me some Susie. She was so good.
Wait.
Yeah, that was her.
Suki.
Suki. Close enough.
When you said Susie, I was like, Susie Carmichael from the Rugrats?
Suki. Weird
Suki
name.
St. James. But not Suki.
Who should Rory have ended up with? Logan, Dean, or
Obviously Jess. Obviously Jess. And the unpopular opinion that I have about Lorelai will be coming up next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah,
Feel
there,
free
if
to
you say
share.
she should have ended up with Christopher, we're ending the show right then.
Oh, God. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. You can watch on Spotify. No, you can listen on Spotify.
Yes.
Hit the like button. Need more likes. Send to your friends.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll like
Just
us.
screenshot it and be like, oh my gosh, look at what's on my screen.
And to all of you that are already doing it, thank you so much.
We love
We
you.
appreciate you. I appreciate you.